Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms video. Today I will be giving you probably the quickest way for you to get better trades almost instantly in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, the simple way to do this is through the formation system. A lot of people have a few things that they're doing with the formation system that are incorrect and it will affect their trades greatly. Now, quick intro of the formation system. If you don't know what it is, it's City Hall 21. You unlock it. I'm pretty sure it's a KVK 2 and beyond only. And as such, so if you're early game, like you haven't even done your first Kingdom versus Kingdom, or you're in your first Kingdoms versus Kingdom, you cannot unlock the State Forum. As such, you will not. This guide is not very useful to you, but I recommend saving it and watching it at a later date. So, most other guides on YouTube say that the best formation is the wedge formation. See here, 5% more skill damage. I don't disagree. I think it is probably the best formation. However, the way that they recommend using it, I think, is incorrect. Because the main way to get armaments is through traveling and also through dispatching and for the dispatch commendation. Now, the main issue with this and current modern guides is most guides suggest just having almost every single march with the wedge formation. However, you won't be getting the wedge formation every single time when you dispatch or travel. See here, I only have one wedge formation item in this whole entire dispatch of 7 dispatches, and it is a blue item. However, I have a purple item for a better armor, I have a better armament for a different formation. That's why the biggest tip I'm gonna give you this whole video is don't stick with one formation for all of your troop types. If you do, you are just hindering yourself on the open field. Let me give you an example. Alright, I have a Boudica who has the hollow square formation, and I have a Henry who has the arch formation. If I didn't have the arch formation on my Henry, I wouldn't have been able to use this Horn of the North. It is a great Horn of the North. Now, the issue with that is the Horn of the North is only exclusive to the arch formation. So if I was just running, let's say, wedge formations on all of my commanders, I wouldn't have gotten the value from that armament and it would be essentially useless to me. Now, I'm not saying don't have one, maybe 2 marches with the wedge formation. I'm just saying you should have different formations so that you can benefit from all the armaments you get. Now, in terms of who I recommend giving what formation to, first, without a doubt, in terms of a hollow square formation for archer commanders, because that's what this channel is about, I recommend giving it to Boudica. You can see here, reduce all damage taken, that's great. Now, the only issue with the hollow square formation on archers is that the inscriptions for it, you can see here, are very reliant on troops having a shield. So if you do get a fully inscribed with the great, like I'm gonna call them god tier inscriptions, such as these, you would probably want to craft a scholar's lucky coin for the march that has that. So if I was able to fully inscribe my hollow square hollow square formation armaments with the god tier inscriptions, I would recommend crafting the Scholar's Lucky Coin, as it will give you a damage absorbing shield for 2 seconds, allowing you to benefit from all of these inscriptions. Now, in terms of the arch formation, I recommend Henry. Henry already has a fairly decent normal attack. As such, he will benefit way more from getting even more normal attack. I know that it's not supposed to work like that. However, Henry doesn't actually have normal attack. He only has all damage, except when he's expertise, he gets that 30% normal attack, but only for a short period. So I recommend Henry should have the arch formation, and possibly if you're running that final, not recommended 6th March, you could give the Edward of Woodstock and El Cid possibly the arch formation, just so that since Edward Woodstock can't throw his skills as often, you have that ability to at least deal some extra damage. So in terms of the wedge formation, I recommend 100% to have it on Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh has fairly high skill damage, 1500, but has no skill damage buffs. As such, he doesn't lose value from using this compared to other commanders, as if you were to put it on Echelon, because we know that the more of one stat a commander has, the less valuable each level of that stat is. So I say Gilgamesh, especially if you have a Nebu behind your Gilgamesh with the wedge formation, is amazing. For one simple reason, they both do not have any skill damage increase bonuses, they just deal high skill damage. And then a very unorthodox formation that I do recommend, which I can't show you on the commander, is not the line formation, the triple line formation. You may be thinking, what is wrong with you? Are you crazy? But hear me out. Artemisia's biggest weakness, a Minotauri Artemisia, their biggest weakness is they have no march speed. Now, if you get that triple line formation, almost every inscription is going to increase that march speed exponentially. Here we go. 50% for 10 seconds when departing a building. You stack that with a Minotaur's talent, which we spoke about in the previous video, card up in the top. You stack that with a talent that's 110% march speed when departing from a building, which is great, especially if you're trying to escape from enemies. Next up, if you go into this inscription shop over here, go down to that triple line formation. Active skills reduce the march speed of the current target by 20%. That means you're a Minotauri Artemisia who is slow and usually people can run away from her, now have a harder time running away from her due to that reduction in march speed. So, all up, that's why I reckon Artemisia and a Minotaur should definitely have the triple line formation activated at all times. I personally will be using triple line formation once I unlock them both. I'm not unlocking Artemisia at the moment for a specific reason. And the final formation that I didn't discuss, final two, are the Echelon formation. Unfortunately, no archers buff their troops specifically, so I do not recommend using this at all, no matter what. But in terms of the line formation, quite simply, it increases your gathering speed, so any gathering commanders you have, any gathering commanders like Cleopatra, I just have it on every single one of them. Let's see here. These are not gathering commanders. So, one more final tip for this video is formations are a primary commander only thing. So right now, I'll show you, if I were to give my Gilgamesh the wedge formation, and I were to give my... So if I were to give my Gilgamesh the wedge formation, and I'm going to take it out with my Nebu, I'm going to go over here, let's just say I want to kill this barbarian patrol. I'll show you in the report after that the Gilgamesh and the Nebu formations will not stack. You can see here, Gilgamesh almost finished with this barbarian. Once he finishes, I'll show you his skill damage, and then I'll change it and I'll kill another barbarian, get the report for you guys, and I'll show you that it doesn't. The secondary commander's formation does not affect you. Okay, so here, 25% skill damage. Alright, we're just going to go back into commanders, onto the Nebu, change up his formation to, let's just say, the V formation. Gonna fight another barbarian, still on territory. You can see, first of all, I can't make Gilgamesh into a tower. That's actually another formation I didn't speak about, so I'm going to quickly go over it. V formation is the ranged formation that allows you to turn your troops into a ranged tower to attack enemies. People think that archers get a bonus with that. Kind of would make sense if they did. However, it's a siege only thing really. Because at the moment, the only ranged commanders in the game of Margaret and Barber are siege commanders with the engineering tree. So do not use the V formation with archers. It's not useful at all. This is the perfect time now as we watch Gilgamesh destroy this barbarian to remind everyone to like, subscribe, share the video. Thank you all for watching this far in. I hope you've been enjoying the content. I've been trying to get it to be just that bit better every single episode. Or video, not episode. Still getting used to it. I've just switched to the PC, so the audio quality is what I'm mainly trying to fix. The video quality has improved greatly compared to my iPad. Okay, we're just finishing up with this barbarian now. As you can see, Gilgamesh, Nebu, not a good peacekeeping march. I wouldn't use it for peacekeeping. Alright, there we go. So, you can see in the troop buffs, still 25% skill damage. It's not from Nebu changing. Must be just a discrepancy. Probably from not. I think I wasn't properly in territory. I think I was just over that edge line there. So that's pretty much just all I had to show for this video. Besides that, I do recommend using multiple formations, as I said. But when you get armament chests, you choose the formation that you need better armaments for the most. So at the moment, my Boudica needs the better armaments. So I'll be trying to get her some improvements. So basically, whenever I get any formation choice chest, I'm gonna go for the hollow square formation. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share the video. I hope you learned something.